Erox, I hate to break it to you, but it is an earthquake. Run! Run! Actually, no, don't run if it's an earthquake. Like, hide instead. Evening, everybody. Look at the comments if you do not know what I'm talking about. Then you will see. We still have 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. See me on the radio. Oh no. See me on the video. Oh no. Got to go. That was it. 1 second. Hello, traders. Welcome, everybody. How are we all doing today? Who do we have in the chat? Let me actually just pop this chat out so I can see everybody. And then we can... Oh, my eyes. Then we can make a start. Okay, cool. I can see. Shirley Sound, Elias, Erox, Christopher Hall, Amsterdam, Houston, Swooping Hawk is here. G-Rob, Arturus, Phil, Melly... Eric and Mark and May Sound, welcome. Okay, today has been a lot of fun, like a lot of fun. It's been a really good day of trading. So, I mean, I hope everybody else has enjoyed it as well. I wasn't really planning on going live tonight. I don't really go live very often on a Monday evening, but I'm feeling in a good mood. And because we've had, I'm just not used to having really nice price action on a Monday. It's normally so boring and I'm like, oh my god, can we just get Tuesday? Can we just get Monday out of the way and just go into Tuesday so then we've got some stuff to trade? But today has been perfect, like actually just so nice. Mainly because I was in a bunch of short positions, so like really happy because it came down into like exactly the zone that we were talking about last week. And then subsequently, I mean, the New York session was just like unreal. It was like one of the best New York sessions that we've had in such a long time. You had swing failure patterns, you had taking out the London highs, you had taking out the Asia lows, you had the golden pocket retrace. You were just being able to scalp everything on not only Bitcoin, but like everything else. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, I've just been hammering today. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed today. So we can maybe cover a couple of the trades that we did have. And this is the thing, like, honestly, it wasn't even like, yeah, I mean, it just kind of went to plan. Like literally until we got this like scam wiki stuff earlier, but still that was amazing to trade. But the move up that we got into the weekly level, followed by taking the lows, followed by the bounce back into the mean, is just, yeah, awesome. So yeah, how's everyone else's day been today? Has everyone else had a good day of trading? I hope there is yeses. Has everyone had a good day of trading, or have you had a shit day of trading where you've been like stopped out a bunch? I'm also having a beer tonight. It's a Monday, I know. I seem to only stream these days when I've had a beer because it's the only time that I actually feel like I have enough to say. But I'm also celebrating today because I may have like tweeted earlier. We Taurus Crypto's got a new headquarters. We have a new base. So I'm very happy right now because it's like the most iconic building in the world, and I'm going to be trading from there, which is like the most awesome thing ever. Shirley Sound, good day. Adrian had a fab day. Mido, nice day. Off Crypto, break even. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. You've got your risk right. And I mean, this has been... I got stopped a few times on some probably not very good trades. I actually took a really bad one earlier. And this was at limit. So I'll go over the bad trade. No, it's Canary Wharf is not better. Canary Wharf is dead. Full of banker wankers. and it's dead. I was in Canary Wharf a couple of weeks ago. Sorry, but it's dead. Canary Wharf sucks. Anyway, yeah. I took a trade early on. So basically, I managed to catch this scalp from the highs earlier that I took profit on way too quickly. And then because I was like, oh man, I took profit on that way too quickly. Really annoying. So as soon as we got this bounce down here, and this is where I took profit, I actually set myself limit orders at 16,280. And then we came right the way through. And then I got stopped. And if I just didn't set a hard stop loss, this is on the copy trade account, which is why I cannot get the hang of the copy trade account, because you have to set a hard stop, which I just hate. But because you have to set a hard stop, I set a hard stop like 0.5% above this high, and it stopped me out and retraced. So I need to somehow get to grips with setting hard stop losses in order to actually allow the market some room to breathe, or just stop going leverage on the copy trade account and maybe just do a spot copy trade account. But then I'm not really going to be making anyone very much money. But overall, it's been a pretty profitable day. I think we're up like 6% on the copy trade account so far. I'm just frustrated because we could have been up like 10 or 15% if I hadn't got stopped. But fuck it. So, yeah, what do we want to talk about today? Do we want to go over anything in particular? I feel like these streams have just started becoming... Dave, I can't set them higher. That's the thing. No, I can't. I can't make... You have to set a... basically, because... So this is the thing. This is why I don't really like it, and I don't feel that comfortable with it. I have to set a stop loss for everyone else. It's not for me, it's for everyone else. So I need to go, okay, if I am applying this much to the trade, if the entire account loses, for example, $20 on that trade, it will just cut it, done. And it's not like a percentage amount. It's just like, okay, so I'm trading with like a $2,000 account. And for some reason the copy trade thing's set as if the trade goes $20 into the red, it just cuts, which is it's not healthy. Like you've got to allow a bit of room to breathe. But I mean, I might be able to adjust the settings, but I don't know how. Plan for Tuesday, surely sound. Yes, okay, we'll go over this because yeah, as I said, I feel like sometimes my streams are just me chatting just nonsense. So what we've had today, I mean, these are the trades that I've taken today. I'll go over some of them. Did everyone watch the morning update I did? So this is where I was in the long from here. Where are you? I was in the long from here. I allowed a bit of room from this because this was just on my personal account and this was okay. And then I was looking for the highs, and then I took the short position. I closed out of that here. Then took the long, actually. No, I didn't take the long on Bitcoin. So I went long there. No, long, sorry, there. Short there. And then stopped there. On Ethereum, it was a similar kind of situation. I was in the short position from earlier. I got into the long off of this SFP at the lows. So when you have your like that 130 pivot that we really like. So this was again like a few minutes before, but we had that little SFP off of the kind of the session, not session lows, but what this was doing at the time was coming into the golden pocket. Okay, so we just hit into that 618 after this one here missed. Zoom in slightly on here. So we just missed it, came into the 618 here. We got a nice trap value area at the lows off of this one on ETH. Then got the bounce and then was able to take the highs. And this one I scalped short and was able to hold that short down to the lows. And then I went long again off of the 0.5 after the SFP. So I went long off the 0.5 after the SFP, allowed enough space here, and then got the profit off of this one. And I'm actually still in this trade at the moment. So I'm still in this trade down here. from 1,150 whatever it is, and just allowing that to run at the moment, because I do quite like the reaction we've seen. And for me, I would like to see Ethereum coming back up towards that 1,200 level, maybe 1,190. So if we can just kind of creep up here and come into here, that's when I'm then looking for shorts again. But overall, it's just been a really nice, clean range from everything today. So you just have like, take the highs of the, so here's the initial range that you build. You have the midpoint. You take the highs, you take the lows, you take the highs, you come back into the midpoint, and you're likely to go back up again. So it's actually like really, really, really quite straightforward. It's very similar on BNB. Okay, so all you need to do, V-shaped recovery, bang, bang, done. So you form the initial high and the low. Okay, so the first reaction low. This is, if anyone's looked at the playbook, the first reaction low is where you form the low of the range. There, immediately done. First pivot high is where you form the high of the range. You chip around, deviation of the lows, highs, lows, midpoint. It's like literally just, yeah, so chill, so chill. And those are the three that I've been trading today. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with those. We also had the sushi SFP at the top. So that was the other trade that I spoke about earlier. So the little sushi SFP up at those highs, but yeah, yeah, that's it, I guess. So going into tomorrow, what I would like to see, this is difficult because what we've done, if we have a look at where we are from our week, let's just load up these. And we'll go off of here. Mido, could we consider the local low as in and we front run the golden bucket? Yeah, maybe, yeah. I think today we put in a decent low. But we also put in a decent high. I think we curve up. You know, I do think we curve up over the coming day. Let me have a look at the legacy markets. Yes. I do think we curve up. Yeah. That's why, okay. This is okay. 618 here. This should also be the POC. Ignore my messy chart. Okay. Value area low slightly lower, and that takes us back down again. So this is what we're looking at, the initial reaction low to the high. That's the range that we're forming. So if we do get a move down on the S&P to 3,946, looks decent. So yeah, I think because Bitcoin's holding stronger and it never got down here, I think I do favor a little bit of a floaty move up. Do I? Because we've tapped. This. Ah man, where are we? Okay, where are we? Rewind. Let's go into this chart. Still value area low. That's cool. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, no, I think we're looking okay. I'm still holding a short position. I'm not going to close that because it is from up here. So I don't really need to. I don't need to close the short because even the POC is below where my short position is. I'd love to see it come back up. to there. And honestly, like for me, really, I do think that we've got a strong chance of the fact that we've had actual trading going on here. So there is clearly interest going on here. If we can just continue to hold, I absolutely think a move up towards 17,600 is likely. I still have this in mind below, because this is the thing, because when you take it level to level, and this is why why when you are coming towards the end of the day, I have a very clear picture of what I want to trade when I wake up in the morning, because so often, because I'm used to trading the London session and the New York session, the Asia session, and what that does dictates everything to me. So by the time we get into this time of day, I'm like, I don't really care what the Asia session does, so I don't have too much of a projection forward for what I can like imagine trading the next day. I'll wake up tomorrow, I'll see where price is at. If price is up here and it's just been grinding up. So this is an example of how I like to trade it without looking at like anything order flow based, just purely price action. If, for example, I wake up and price has just been grinding up very slowly, low volume, I'll be like, cool, SFP of these highs. I'm going to short that thing. Yeah, because it just sets you up, and it almost like tells you what's going to happen. Like the fact that we had a very impulsive move down during the Asia session today means you're going to get a retrace during London. It's normal, and then you're probably going to take the highs and the lows during the New York session. Yeah. If we do get a very slopey move up, it means that there is an attempt to take these highs, and that is where the target is. So if, for example, the target is to take these highs, then you look at, okay, well, that's the block that you're looking at. So let's aim for a short position at 16,440. So if we're going to come up here, aim for a short position at 16,440 and look to take it back down maybe into the weekly, because that's been the key level of today so far. Okay, so that's basically what I would be looking at. If, on the other hand, we start sloping down and we're coming down towards these lows, I would look at, that looks a little bit of a long way away from me at the moment. But if we do come down into there, then let's go, okay, cool, where are we? We're here. We front run the golden pocket, as someone said in here earlier. So if we do come down here and I wake up tomorrow finding out that we are back here at 16K, even like 16,060, and we're absorbing and we're putting in a range by the time I wake up, then I'll be looking for those long positions again. And I think that's really the two scenarios that we're looking at tonight. I think we've had some really good volatility, so we're either going to just see this float up and we're going to aim for shorts at the highs, or we're going to see it float down and we're going to aim for longs just below these lows. I think that low is a good low. Now I can't say that with any like certainty. I don't know, because it's trading, but that low that we put in earlier on, the volume that actually no, the volume we had at the high. I'll stick to what I was saying, but the volume does suggest the opposite direction. I think the low looks okay. Now, if we had really high volume on that low and then lower volume on the high, I'd be even more confident with that. But actually, the high has more volume than the low. So I might have to reconsider. I'm going to stick with it. I think this low is good. I think this low holds into tomorrow. I think because we've seen the S&P move down quite a lot, I think that low holds into tomorrow, and I would be looking for longs back around here. Okay, so it's just very simple price action type of thing. So that's the plan. Who was it? Lupac. How do you confirm your trades? So often I'm using this chart here. So I'm looking for imbalances and I'm looking for absorption. So this is so wrong. It is not even funny. What is going on here? Why is this chart all over the place? That's slightly better. So I'm looking for imbalances and absorption. So when I'm coming into this, now this chart's messed up again. What is going on? That's a bit better. So what you want to see is trap selling volume up at the highs, and you can just use these dots. wait until December because I'm going to be explaining this a lot more in some educational videos. We do have some kind of cool things coming out in December. Can you show an example of absorption? Yeah. Can you wait like 1 week and you'll actually get like a video answer of this? I've recorded it already, but Parla more. If you can wait 1 week, then there's no real clear examples of here on the charts. You can see good imbalances. Like I like the imbalances here when you come back in and you test the imbalances, but I'm not really seeing anything at the highs or the lows, if I'm perfectly honest here, from today. Lupac, so I saw that message before you deleted it. So you are saying I don't confirm my trades in TradingView. So I make my plan in TradingView, and I will often just trade. The only time, yeah. So you don't confirm on TradingView, okay? I do and I don't. So when how do I explain this? When I'm trading on, most of my analysis and most of the trades that I take will just be purely taken off of a candlestick chart like this. Okay, so I am looking for the entries and I'm watching price, and often I will use AgriTrade alongside it. Okay, so I'll be watching AgriTrade and I'll be watching the speed of the tape. So I will be watching the speed of the tape. That often confirms an entry to me. Whether I want to be entering in there, if I see the tape speeding up, then it signals to me that there's a good opportunity to be looking for a trade when you start to see that speeding up. And you can see here, the tape's real slow. Real slow. I don't really want to be looking at anything. But when the tape starts to speed up, that's when I'm looking for an entry. I only really check order flow once I've entered, because I find personally, and I think this has just come from being a little bit old school and maybe being like, I'm not old, but I feel old. I've traded for most of my trading life without knowing the footprint. So for me, the footprint is much more of a analysis tool and a tool to use when I want to know that the trade is like the right idea, but that's often after I've taken it. Now I could probably get a lot better with my trading if I was using order flow all the time, but then I've got to be looking at the charts all the time. So it's like you got to get that balance there. So for me, yeah, most of my trading and most of my entries are taken purely off of the candlestick chart and by reading the tape. And then once I have taken that trade, I will start to look into the order flow and be like, because I can normally, the way that I trade is kind of good enough to get at least a reaction off of. And normally I don't often get wrecked by the initial move unless I do something silly like I did today. But yeah, that's how I do it. Does that make sense? Is that like really... yeah. There, look, tape speeding up. Okay, tape speeding up. You can see the example here. So the tape is starting to speed up. So now, if we're starting to see this tape speeding up and we're taking out the highs, at this point, I'd be potentially looking for a short position. So as we're coming up here, I would be looking for a short position. So let's say, for example, we're seeing the speeding up, so we know that there's something going on. So as long as we can speed up into this, then at this point, okay, excess at the highs. If we get excess at the highs, now is when I'd be like, okay, cool. Are we looking for anything? Or is this going to get continuation higher? At the moment, it's slowing down. It's not really getting an initial rejection. Then I go over onto the order flow. I look up here. Do we have excess at the highs? Not really. So I think we're probably going higher. So this is where I start to think, okay, I've got the idea. I've got the trade idea in my mind. And it's kind of looking okay here. But everything so far looks all right. Now we're starting to get a bit of selling coming in. So are we getting that trap volume? So we don't have the trapped value area. Oh, sorry. We kind of do. Most of our volume is trapped to the highs, but we don't have a huge amount of excess. So let's just see how this holds on for a minute. Let me flip back over to here. Okay, we've not really got the SFP just yet. Maybe on the 3 minute we'll get it. But no, we're still going higher. So this is the kind of thing. This is like how I would look at it. The tape is just the orders coming in. So if I expand this over a little bit more. Why is this like that? That's a little bit better. So this is the tape. This is just every order from like aggregated orders. Now you're starting to see a bit more of a fight. No liquidations as of yet. So still probably looking for a little bit higher. But then as we're coming up, we came back into the wick space. So if you were using this as maybe a trap value area setup, I'm not going to explain what that is. Those of you in the crew will know what that is. For myself personally, I'd look to get back in the wick space. Within here, we don't have the trap value area as such, but it's kind of there, and you'd look to get back into the wick space, and then you can look to trade this back down with an invalidation at the highs. And we are getting a bit of a move down. It becomes easier to find the targets for the downside, because then you just got to take profit down here. And that's where you'd look for this just to take out the lows, and then move up towards the highs again. But so far, I think this looks okay. I don't understand why this chart is looking so bad. What I've really messed this up somehow. That actually would have been a good short position. Oh man, the drop in open interest. Oh, the delta at the highs. So you've got trap longs up at the high. And you've stopped out a bunch of shorts up at the highs. You got CVD weakness. Yeah, I'm not there. Okay, if I was looking at this closer and I actually had the chart set up how I would normally like to see it, that would have probably been a better short than I just said it was. But anyway, we know what the target would be for this. If we get a move down here, that's where you'd look to take profit, and then honestly, you're probably looking for higher still. Lupac, there's been a lot of FUD lately about Tether collapsing soon. Does that concern you? Absolutely not. Like, I can say that with as much confidence as yeah, no. Tether's not going to collapse. Like, this is not, seriously, like, don't listen to it. I know I said this about FTX, but this is Tether. Like, no. Tether's fine. May sound, how you deal when you go in the negative? I always make the mistake that even though the trade going to play out, I take profits early and put stop loss to entry. That's your problem. Okay, first of all, I've seen your problem. And then get stopped out in profit, but I can't really deal with the loss very well. I started trading a year ago, dropped to 1k to Bybit. That time barely had any clue what I was doing. Bring it down to 100. Then I started to learn seriously, but only use 2 to 5 USD per trade, and now have half a year at 350. Okay, so you're profitable. That's good. But since that, I still feel bad, anxious, feeling getting in the red, and have a hard time letting the trade go. So this is like absolutely fundamental. And I actually had a little conversation on Twitter with a couple of friends of mine about break-even stop losses. Okay, so if a trade, for example, I'll use the trade from today. Yeah, I'll use the trade from today that I took earlier on. That at one point in the day, I was in the red. Like a lot of people would have thought, probably fairly badly in the red. And this is why you need to, you kind of need to understand this and not worry about, do not think about the P&L. Please, everyone who is watching this, please, please, please do not think about the P&L. Think about the trade that you are in. Okay, so everything is the trade that you are in. And unless that trade has been invalidated, the P&L does not matter. So just focus on making good trades. You don't need the perfect entry. What so many people get caught up in, and I mean, as part of being competitive, because as a trader you're going to be competitive, like you have to have that competitive spirit. I'm going to be, again, please try and follow what I'm saying. I'm fairly sure I'm ADHD, so try to follow what I'm saying and piece together when I'm going off on all these random tangents. Okay, so where was I? I've now forgotten myself. Yeah, focus on the trade, because so many people get caught up in the P&L that then they get worried with like the position that they're in, and they forget about the idea that they had in the first place, or they just end up tracing. So earlier on, okay, I was like, okay, cool, like Bitcoin here, I was looking for a long position here off of these lows, targeting the weekly. Now what I saw as we came up is, okay, we've had this break of market structure here and it's going okay. So I either have the opportunity to put my stop loss at break even, at which point, because you're only very, very marginally, it's a very small move, you're probably going to get eaten up on fees. So first of all, stop loss at break even is never a good idea. And I'll explain that after this. If I forget to explain it after this, please do just say, Luke, explain why a stop loss at break even is a bad idea. But then we had this move down and I saw that we took out the lows, and I saw at that point soft stop. Okay, that's the thing, a soft stop is what's really important. You could see as we were coming down here, this would have been this one, right? Yeah, this one. So as we came down, you get heavy selling delta on the way down, and this is where order flow has been helpful. You have a ton of short positions starting to open. Okay, so short positions start to get real greedy, and you've got this heavy selling delta on the way down. You're seeing absorption there on the way down, and you've got high volume there, which shows that there's a defense. So it shows to me that there's a defense. So although I was like, okay, cool, the trade from here to here is what I wanted to get, but my invalidation would be down here. Okay, if you're taking a golden pocket trade and you're trying to get an entry within here, all right, your invalidation is that low. Like, it's as simple as that. That's your invalidation. And you can even trade through the invalidation as long as you're seeing the right thing. So you can either go, ooh, cool, SFP, fine, done. But your invalidation is down there. And that's how I trade that. Okay, so I was in profit. I hadn't taken profit. I ended up in a loss slightly. But you know what? I wasn't seeing anything worrying. I really wasn't seeing anything worrying. I knew we were coming into the time of the day where you often see a pivot, and I knew those London highs were going to get taken because I've seen it so many times. I was like, you know, this is cool. All right, if we take out this low and we start to get aggression below, I'll just take the loss. Fair enough. Okay, I'm wrong in my idea. Fair enough. But a little bit of absorption below, bad entry. Okay, but it was like 3 hours before the actual good entry, so you can't time it all perfectly all the time. And then eventually, okay, cool, you come up and you get that profit. So you've got that move, and all you've done is, it's just a time thing. Okay, it's just a time thing. If you take away the price action, there's my entry, there's my take profit. All I've done is I've lost this time of the chart. So this section here, basically invalid, okay? If you bring that over and you bring that to here, it's done the same thing. I was never invalidated because I know the entry that I want to take. It's the golden pocket, so therefore I'm not going to be even considering to close out of this unless we take out these lows, because market structure is bullish, which means we can come all the way back down to the 886 to the entry. We can even SFP the entry and we can get a wick below and we can close above. It's fine. But as long as you're looking for that same target, then it's okay. So that was the trade that I took from there to there. I could have timed it better. I could have maybe allowed the market to go on a little bit further. I could have got these little three things, at which point you probably saw bullish divergence. I guarantee 1 minute RSI, there's bullish divergence here. Bang, bang. There you go. So you got the bullish divergence at the low, so that would have helped it. And then you get the reversal that takes price back up. So that's like an example from earlier of how, like, not to get stopped out in a trade. Yeah. Oh, look at the short position. Look, there we go. Who's taking profit? Who's taking profit? You got it. Who took the short? Did anyone take the short position? Now you have to take profit because we're going to bounce. Make sure you take profit because we are going to bounce. And look, extra confluence, golden pocket. We're going to end up back above here in a second. And we're at the very least going to do this, I would imagine. And we're going to come back up here. Chris, how do you manage your risk that way? Don't you want to keep each trade at around 1 to 2% risk? Do you just account for a big stop really below the golden zone and starting point? Yeah, absolutely. So if I'm taking, depending on what kind of trade it is, if it's an SFP, so let's say I'm going on off a swing failure pattern, I've got a very, very tight stop. So I've got an entry here, I've got a stop loss there, and I'm aiming for down here. Okay, that gives you a, what, 8 to 1? Something like that, risk to reward, and you can go in on a much bigger size on that, and that's like what I did earlier, because I ended up taking profit quickly on that because I gone in on much bigger size, which I often do. Now if I'm going for something like this, it's more just a day trading, just kind of chill out, like, okay, cool, I'm going to go in like no leverage and just allow for this rotation, just allow for the rotation to happen and just see if we can take out those highs. And that's often what I do there. So yeah, it's different position sizes. I don't have a strict percentage risk per trade, but hey, yeah, it's doing everything like I don't have a strict like percentage risk per trade, but it's just kind of a feeling. By the time you've been, yeah, lots of people complain like about me, how I just like, I don't know, maybe I don't have a strict strategy, but how I've always been is just trading off of feel and flow in the market, and that's what works best for me. I'll go strict and I'll go like proper strict when I need to, but for me, like I trade in the zone, like Eric said, and when I'm in the flow, I kind of just understand what I need to be doing and where. Like, is this a bit risky? Is this something that I want to be putting a small amount into, or is this something I really want to double down in and go like hard into a short? Like over the weekend, I went hard on shorts, like seriously, like big shorts. And I never when was the last time anybody ever saw me trade on the weekend? But I traded this weekend because I knew, and this is like, I just knew we were going to get this. ETH, I went big on a short position here. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, this is like the best opportunity you can possibly give me. And we've been waiting for this for a whole week and it hadn't done it. And we're at a weekend where people who are early short positions were there, just sat there with their stop losses above these highs, like absolute morons. Sorry, everybody, but Like, I know this would have been me, but you went into a weekend, okay, and now you're hanging out with your friends, you're drinking your beers, you're having your Thanksgiving lunch, and you've got a stop loss above these highs on a Friday night. It's going to get taken. They are going to take your stop, and then they're going to give you the trade that you want to see. So I saw this. I was like, oh my God, we are literally here on a Saturday morning and we are range bound. So if we even think about coming up towards these highs, I am catching that and I am heavily shorting that. And that's the way the market is. And it didn't do it on Bitcoin, but on Ethereum, yes. And on BNB, the best. I had my alert here, but it never actually hit my alert. That was where I had limit orders set, but I had to mark it in, and I was able to mark it in. This is why, if anyone watched the stream I did this morning, why I was kind of confused that I didn't get the trade within the wick, because the trade I got was 137.4, which is here, which is just below, okay? It's right there, just on that thing, because I had to mark it in on that because I didn't get my limit orders filled. But this is the thing, like, you see a range being put in and you're looking at stuff that's been there like for a whole week of uptrend. You just got to look for that, like, peak above it, just that little peak above, stop people out, get that bit of volume coming in up at the highs, and just run it back down to where it came from. And it's so nice. And that was the first time I traded a weekend for a very long time. But yeah, it was pleasurable, and I was very happy. I was very happy with that. Do we want to do some general charting? Also, as we are here, today is the last day, okay? The very, very last day of the discounts for crew membership. So if anybody is interested in the crew membership and you have not already signed up, also hit the like button. Why are we only at 35 likes? We've got 90 viewers here. Let's get this at least to like 60 likes, and then I'll start talking properly again. These coupon codes expire at midnight. So if anybody is wanting to join the crew, we have tomorrow. I'll be taking the London Open session. So at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning UTC. It's not the open, but it's after the initial balance. I'll be taking the London session trading room. It lasts for about an hour and a half, and we'll be live trading that, and we'll be looking for the trades for the rest of the day. If you would like to take part in that, then join our crew membership. We have our Black Friday deals or our Cyber Monday deals now on offer. So instead of $249 for our 3-month membership, that's now $199 if you use the Black Friday 3M code. If you want 6-month membership, okay, you get $299, so that's $150 off. And this one here, you do get $300 off, okay? So instead of $799, it is $499 if you use the code Black Friday 1Y. You can also pay in crypto. So if you go down here, you can pay in crypto. And we're doing our, so these will expire in 2.5 hours. Okay, so this is gone in 2.5 hours. I am not, if anybody is like, oh my God, I forgot, I missed the Black Friday deal, but man, can you please help me out? No. Okay, so you've had like enough time to do this. If I receive any DMs, they're like, I missed the Black Friday deal, please can you help me out? Please can I have a discount coupon? No. That's all you're getting. Sign up tonight or miss out. So yeah, London trading room tomorrow. And then after that, we are doing the New York session. So we'll be doing the New York Open, the pre-New York session, because we've switched this around a little bit. So if I just let me find this a second. If we bring up the Discord, then this is our schedule. Crew schedule. So tomorrow we have our London trading room. Okay. Then on Wednesday we have Luxury doing his ExoChart special order flow live session, and then we have our pre-New York Open trading room. We also have French Bull tomorrow doing his Elliott wave analysis, and we have charting school tomorrow. So our charting school tomorrow is, I think, French Bull as well. So our charting school, basically what our charting school is it's going over concepts that you might not hear us talking about normally. Okay, so it's just new kind of things, interesting kind of things for us. So we tried to do a quiz recently with a giveaway. Quizbot broke. Luxury last week we did some really cool stuff on Fibs. Tomorrow we've got another charting school, and again this is just it's a charting school. It's how to chart, right? Then Wednesday we've got IXO charts, and we've got the New York trading room, and then maybe I'll do a stream in the evening. Thursday we've got another Elliott Wave stream, and then I do my New York stream, and then we've got our Asia trading room. Then we do some trade examples and reviews on a Friday. We've got some new stuff coming soon, and then we've got a ton of educational content. So this is the schedule. If you want to be involved in that schedule and you want to be joining us on all of our live trading sessions, then today is your last chance to get a discount for that. And what you also get as part of the crew is these daily updates. So look at my daily update. I'm short BTC, ETH and BNB, and I'm continuing to hold. The key level to be aware of now is previous week open, which is currently resistance. I will look for further shorts there and will consider a long on any retrace to 16100 to 16160 region. And if we do go back into the charts, you'll see that that's like literally exactly what happened today, like basically. And then we give these further updates throughout the day. That was the long position that I took earlier, and bang, there it is. Profit taken, close the trade, happy days. And then Luxury doing all of his stuff. Look at that again, smashing it, because we are legends. And so that is that. Do come and join us. It's great fun. It really is great fun. And I think other people within the crew will be come and see the testimonials and all of those kind of things. Anyway, where were we? We're not even at 50 likes, but I am going to stop. I was supposed to keep talking until we hit like 60 likes, but I will stop talking now because I will become very annoying. Chris, thank you, but yeah, I hate you. Thanks. Yeah. Someone just bought a 1-year membership. Yeah. Who's MH? MH. I think I know you, right? Thank you very much for joining. MH. I'm sure. Yeah, you've been in the crew before. I know you have. Yes, you have. Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for rejoining. SW, got my bargain 6-month crew top up. Nice one. Nice one. Okay, anybody else got any more questions? Because I will probably look what Price is doing. Anyone have any charts they want me to look at? Any stuff? Any things? Any anything? Anything at all? Anyone want to ask me more about where the new Taurus HQ is going to be? Because I'm so excited about that, and I'm literally not going to shut up about it ever. And you're going to see me just like talking about, oh my god, I'm in the most iconic building in the history of the world ever, and I'm here, and I'm trading here, and I'm like streaming from here, and I'm living here, and it's the coolest thing ever. I'm so excited. This is what trading does. Like on it. Oh man. Ah. Erox, I'm considering purchasing one of the Black Friday deals, but was just charged for my month-to-month yesterday. If I purchase the deal, how would it affect my current membership or payment? So it won't. Okay, if you do what we can do is, because the multi-month memberships aren't auto-renew, they are we'll just have to contact you to renew. So what we'll do, if you've got days remaining, so this goes for anybody, okay? If you want to take advantage and you want to renew your membership and you want to take advantage of the Black Friday deals, you can just buy it, okay? And then what we will do is we'll add on the remaining days from your existing membership onto the end of the one that you purchased. So that's what we'll be able to do, okay? If you've only just started, let's say you buy a 6-month deal and you just had a new 1-month membership, then you'll be given 7 months, okay? And that at that point, that's when we'll go, okay, look, get your ass back on there and sign them right up again. Otherwise, you'll lose your membership. So that's how it will be. So yeah, absolutely. Any questions like that, do message us through the website, because one of us will be able to get back to you and we'll be able to help you with that. No one will lose any days. So this is how we're doing it, is like absolutely everyone. This has been automatically applied anyway. So if you've bought a year membership, you're going to get your initial days, like your days added on anyway. That's kind of standard. So yeah, just give us a message so we know to make sure to add that on. Okay. Thank you. No, guys, the most iconic building in the world is this. I'm like, oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is a good picture. This is the new, like, on, this is literally the new Taurus HQ. Ah, look at it! Look at it! Look at it! New Taurus HQ right there. You'll be seeing me from there a lot more in future. It's so cool. Look at that building, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Now everyone's gonna start. Everyone's gonna start stalking me. Please don't. Yeah, Christian. It literally does look like a nuclear reactor. It's an old power station. Okay, it's an old power station. This used to supply the power to, like, basically like the whole world. But look, this is old. This is it in its heyday. Let me try and find something cool. I'm trying to find a good picture of when it was the power station. This is, oh man, this is a cool. It doesn't open fully. Hold on. Hold on. Do. Is this not iconic? Look at that. I know it's derelict in that picture, but oh my god. Isn't that so cool? Hey, someone else. Oh my god, I've got to do my Duolingo. I'm gonna lose my streak if I don't do this today. I'm learning Spanish and I'm learning Arabic. Are there any other languages that I should learn? Alfie, yes, you've got it. Chris, you ask, can we come visit? The answer is probably a yes. We will be running events. Like this is like a big leveling up. We will be running events for the crew. These will be like trading. So actually, I'm going to do a little thing. Who would be interested in like whole day? So a whole day with myself and another coach present, where we can do like a boot camp, and we can talk you through our strategies. We can trade together. We can drink together. We can have a massive party in the evening. We can just do whatever we want, but we'll be doing like these big like trading events, kind of things. And yeah, would anyone be interested in that? Because we'll like, if you want to do, we'll only do it for a few people every now and again. But yeah, that's something that we're absolutely going to be doing. So we'll be able to run these events. We'll trade for the whole day. So for the entire day, we'll just trade together, and we'll talk about like different techniques that we use, like how we trade the charts. We'll be able to take trades together. We'll be able to talk about how we're doing it. We'll have it like big projected onto a screen, and we can do that kind of thing. And then we'll just go out for like, and just have a bunch of beers in the evening. It would be awesome. Bear, are you flying us in? You can fly yourself in. Only crew, may sound only crew. Yeah, only crew members. It will only be crew members, because I think people have to have an understanding at least of who we are and what we're talking about. So if you're not in the crew, then I'm sorry. You just join the crew. Just join the crew, and then you'll be able to take part. I'm becoming a real good salesman, aren't I? I'm yeah. Jock's gonna bring the risky. I'm becoming like too good at a salesman. I'm like, oh man, join the crew, because then you'll be able to access this stuff. Yeah. I need some water. Bear's got paws, not wings. You'll get along with my two dogs. My two dogs will also be there as mascots. So if anyone wants some like dog therapy, and you just want to cuddle like two cute dogs for a day and trade alongside two cute dogs for a day, and you can walk them in the park and drink some beers with me and Luxury and Randall and P and French Bull and Swooping Hawk and Roy Neck, and yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah. Anyway, back to TA. Otherwise, I'm just going to wrap this up, because I'm starting to... Look, what did I say would happen, right? Where did I say price was going to go? Where did I say price was going to go after we had that bounce from the lows? It's done it. Yeah. Amsterdam, do you have a crush for my kids? That could be arranged. Maybe I can get my parents to look after them for the day, and I can pay my parents. I can employ them. They're retired anyway. They're happy. They're very happy. So they could look after themselves. Can you chart KDA? Yeah, of course. This is the least tradey kind of stream ever. Like, I do like Kadena, so I'm gonna... Oh my god, this is wrecked. What? Kadena's a great project. How is this like dead? Oh, the volume's not really there. I'd have to give this a bit more time, you know. Yeah, I'd have to give this a bit more time, unless we're going to get back above $1.30. $1.40. Like, for me, do this and then I start looking at it. because that to me looks like, okay, this is where you just lost it and you try to have that as like a deviation and then go back towards the highs. But if I'm looking at log, whoa, it's tricky, yeah, because it'll probably hold. Like, as long as the market holds, you're probably okay. You go log, you whack on a trend line. So you had that little fake out, didn't you? That's what it was, and it didn't really do anything. So therefore, yeah, I'd wait. I'd honestly wait for the reclaim, see if the market can show a bit of strength and see if it can come back up to where you want it to be. And that's when it starts to look better. Yeah. Because that's kind of where we're at, right? I think they changed their mining rewards and shit on everyone. Okay, that's normal in a bear market. So that is normal stuff in a bear market. So they'll probably be trying to get rid of the weak hands and be seeing who's going to be actually here for the long haul. I think Cadina's, I think they'll be okay, you know. Yeah, but I don't know. I want to see how Aptos are doing because I haven't looked at that since I bought some. Because I bought some, I FOMO'd into Aptos. And I FOMO'd into Casper. What the hell is this? Oh, this was the quiz. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, no, Aptos is doing fine. Aptos is a good one. Aptos is a good one. And Casper, I apologize to everyone who was following on with my like 10k to 100k thing, the FTX thing. The FTX stuff just like kind of threw that out the window, but this has been one that I've bought, and I bought that down here and I've sold it here. So I had like a real nice 5x off of this recently, which has been great. I can prove that with my buys and my sells if anyone would like me to do that. But I had a really nice 5x off of this. Chris, is the quiz coming still, or did I miss it? We will do another quiz. The problem was the quiz was based on, it was kind of related to some price action we'd had recently, and the quiz bot stopped working. Yeah, we will do the quiz again. Maybe I'll try it tomorrow. I'll try the quiz tomorrow. RSR, okay. RSR, this is a tricky one because I'd honestly say the same thing that we had previously. The volume here is fantastic. It's really good, and I do honestly think that what we have had within a lot of the market is contagion from FTX. So the fact that we got this volume, this is where I started scaling into RSR, and I haven't sold. Okay, so I'm at a loss at the moment. Okay, price is down here at 40 cents. I bought in at 60. What's that? 20%? 20% loss? 30%? Not ideal. Like, you don't really want to be holding that, but when you look at the upside potential, it's kind of okay at this stage. I think this is part of the contagion from FTX. It's a difficult one. I would like at this stage to see it take the lows because that's kind of where the alert is at for me. So if we do come below, like, it's not, I'm saying cents, it obviously isn't 40 cents and 30 cents. It's like 0.03, but ignore me because, yeah, ignore me. Yeah, tricky one. I'd like to see the lows taken, and at that point that's when I look for a trade. But this is one of those, this is why it's a portfolio addition. Okay, I am adding this to a portfolio, and it does not mean that I'm taking a trade as such. It's just looking for good projects, looking at the fundamentals of those projects, and trying to get in at a decent price in order to feel like, okay, cool, I'm kind of okay with just being in this project at this stage. And that for me is what it was like on RSR. And it's the same as Root. Okay, Root's gone a little bit below my entry of $2. All right, we're at $1.97. But I'm okay with that. I'm kind of cool. It's the same with Glimmer. Okay, I was looking for an entry at 40 cents. We're currently at 34 cents. Not a big deal. Alliance Block, I was looking for an entry at 0.035. Okay, that one's in profit. That's fine. Don't worry. But that's the kind of thing. It's a long-term play, which is why I'm not doing updates all the time on it. I was hoping it could be a bit more interesting, but unfortunately the market's just gone the way that it's gone, and yeah, that's where we're at. Look, what did I say? Look, what did I say Bitcoin would do, and now what it's doing. It's like it comes back in here, fills the imbalances, and then it gets continuation. Trading Man, when you really know what's going on, it's like actually quite straightforward. It really is. But the problem with this shit is you can't really trade it because it's not got enough percentage move to get rid of fees. So it's all well and good saying like, oh my god, I know what Bitcoin's going to do here because I do, but to actually trade that, like, fees are, you can't trade it with good fees. Hey Luke, what are your thoughts on the massive selling at the high today on BTC USD Bybit? Seem like bullish CVD, is that valid? Yeah, I saw that. So we had real high volume up here, but I think that was just... why is my time so... What is EXO doing? Why does it reset the time all the fucking time? Why am I in Mexico City? I'm not in Mexico City. Ah, Veron, please sort this out. Every time I load EXO, I save the charts. I save the chart, and every time I come back to it, it makes me in a random time. Like anywhere. It just puts me at a random time zone. UTC, stay there. Oh my god. It's probably me. I'm probably getting angry at myself. But if it is a bug, and look, every time I load this chart up, the watermark comes back on. Why does the watermark come back on every single time? And every single time I close EXO and I load it back up, I've got to get rid of the watermark again, and then I've got to save it again, and then even if I save it, the watermark comes back. It's probably me because I'm a stupid idiot. But does anyone else have those problems? It can't just be me. Oh my god, if it is just me, Where was I? The high volume at the highest. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier anyway. I would have preferred to have seen higher volume at the lows than the highs because that makes me feel that the highs are better and then we're going to get a continuation further down, but I don't know. I still feel that we're going to float up over the Asia session, or like I've got two scenarios here. We're doing this, and we're coming down here, and we're just going to chill here, and we're going to come back up towards the highs, or we're going to do this, and then we're coming back down. So it's one of those two scenarios. I am going to wrap things up here because I'm honestly talking nonsense. I don't feel that this is valuable. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much. Remember, today is the last time of the last day of Cyber FUNDAY. Cyber FUNDAY is on its way out. So in 2 hours, just over 2 hours, these coupon codes will expire. You will not be able to get your discounts anymore. So if you are interested in joining the crew, please do join us. We put in hours and hours and hours and hours and days and months and weeks and years and hopefully decades of work into trying to provide the best content for all of you guys. So if you do want to be part of the crew, then yeah, do come and join us. We're always happy to answer any questions. We're always looking for the next trades. We're always looking to help as much as possible. And I would be massively thankful for anybody who does decide to join, because you are helping to support us, and that enables me to do this stupid, ridiculous shit that I do in the evenings sometimes, and enables us to just enjoy what we do and enjoy teaching and enjoy passing on kind of the knowledge that we have, and all that kind of thing. Not just for myself, but also for all the members of staff and all the team and all the crew. So little sloppy sentimental thing over. I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.